Hi, I'm Lavanya. Today I'm going to discuss about the cash flow statement. And the cash flow statement is defined as a change in the level of expenses in financial statement. It is the basic of accounting statement produced, and it provides information on net sales, stock dividends, interest, market value, etc. And the profit or loss to shareholders equity and net proceeds from depositions, gains, loss, earnings, changes in net income. And net income is not controlling interest. In the assets, the financial reporters of BHP Limited, Santos Limited, and Fantastic Limited for 2017 to 2018 and 19 investigates their account balances that can be identified cash flow. These values are calculated using the accounts receivable, net of the profit, and the respective amount which are combined. And next, assessment task. Assessment task of income statement and the statement of cash flow are designed to help access the status of company's financial condition. As we can see, these statements are useful for investors to determine that this investment of undervalued based on the publicity available sources. The income statement contains data about income and steam generation from the primary business. The positive income statement is a report that is derived from a goods or services that can be should inherent impact of the market price of the underlying stock. This statement is used to evaluate potential returns or identifying potential earnings, growth, and relevant to overall time of a period. On common negative issues of income statement is tendency to interrupt negative such that it should be treated on the assist of the company. Does not make an appropriate positive income statement. A negative income statement may be the reason for the purchase. Some companies would not consider negative income statement to be asset. And now we can go analyze of the statement of cash flow. Sources of cash. The BHP Limited and Santos Limited and Fantastic Limited, as we discussed earlier, firms were all able to provide a significant portion of the cash flow. Some of it come from high net worth individuals in London, while it remained was provided by the UK government at the time of that period. The UK government provided a cash flow of the top of two firms, and they are cash flow from operations and cash flow with net profit. We can see in cash flow from operations the trend is in a cash flow from counting operations of each firm is not significantly different from cooperative firms, while BHP Limited has recorded a cash flow of $15 million for 2017, and the trend has become declined to $1,100 million, and Fantastic Limited is recording a cash flow of 8 million for 2017. If it falls of 10 million, it will decrease at the same rate of it remained of 20 million. Cash flow with net profit. A cash flow from operations include profit income, or there is nothing in the account to record as a profit income, as it not assessed on a balance sheet. The difference between the cash flow from the operations and the net profit of the income tax statement is related to the same charges such as increasing investment tax credit payments. As you can see, the dividend payment, the cash flow from the operations has covered the dividend payment may be the firm to the shareholders. The growth of cash flow from operations over the years has been significantly contributed to the growth of the cash flow in other lines of the business, including business operations. And now we can see investment and repay. In the firm has guaranteed access from the operations, the firm would have invested the excess cash back in the capital investments. With the aim of reducing the firm's capital cost, the firm directs those funds to these business which are good in condition, and the firm directs the funds to business which are in good condition for them to proceed, and the rate of assets to the firm under management of the percentage. The distribution to the stockholders will be based on the shareholders in past 3 years. And now we can see about capital account. Capital account, yes, all of these firms accounts use the cash from the financial statements of the company, and the cash received from the non-controlling assets in interests of these years was used to pay the individuals to the company it not controlling, and in is the accounting rules and the rules applicable in the relative on the other countries. This may be the more relevant for entities that are the owner of the company without controlling interest if the third party can gain control of the companies. It is generally not acceptable. Factors affect. And now we can see the factors which affects the cash flow of the firms. The factors that affect the cash flow of firms are its gross profit margin and its cost of sales. In 2017, the data were from the last financial report filed for both firms. These were also a net cash dividend of rupees 1 crore is preceding years, and overall cash flow balance were rupees 14 lakhs. And the capital expenditure 10. And now we can discuss the capital expenditures 10. Each firm set and at the trend in capital expenditures, as the company capital expenditures are shown as the difference between the market average capital expenditures and the average at the end of the year. If the total capital expenditures increase or decrease, rise or fall, it is called capital rebound. And dividends trend. Each firm set the trend in dividends that is quite clear. While dividends were higher in 2018 and 2017, they dropped during the previous years. The companies of the top 5 investors of the year 2017, BHP Limited, Santos Limited and Fantastic Limited, are by far the most profitable firms in the dividend group. Capital account trend. Now we can say about capital accounting trend. The working capital accounts trend set by BPH Limited is very high. The first year of the 2017 is expected to among the years with experience a higher amount of capital accumulation. In the years 2014 and 17, the fact that the capital period was not shorter than 5 years was due to earlier depreciation to the certain assets during 2014 to 2017. Now we can talk about financial strength. The financial strength of these firms is calculated by taking net income of each company and dividing the number of years between the years of which such information is available. The net income of each company is used by the financial statements of all the cash flow statements. This will be reflected in the financial statements, or the financial statements contributed of BPH is retained as the net profit attributability of the company. And the net profit attribute to the company is not net profits or percentage of the revenue. We can see about lending now. And lending means of the firms BPH and BHP Limited and Santos Limited and Fantastic Limited, as we can discuss about these limiteds earlier. With the observed data from the past years, I would learn the firm with the lowest price margin, BHP Limited with 0.45%, I think, yeah. And the second one, Santos Limited with 0.43%, was the most profitable among the firm, with total profit margin for the period of 2018 to 2019 of the 39%. And this it will can say the both the growth in the overall growth is driven by emerging markets, while overall growth will the firm is been to be decline. And conclusion, I can conclude that in the 3 years of period 2015 to 2019, there is little growth in the investment volume because of the relative declining of the same as the company moved from domestic market. The most important factors for the current growth of BHP Limited share price are strengthening of the share price due to increase of the major competitors. The analysis of financial condition of the company with respect to the period 2018 to 2015 2008 to 2015 is based on its consolidated systems of operations. Thank you.